Member will be a quaba, many they came fantastic. NPP and Mabuna Wamu Ewo Kpandai and Persuaso are rejecting the parliamentary rerun. Say Wamu and Tiasia ne Wamun Tiasia China. Emma any election rerun bia Embasa and Persuan. So now umbro fuak a sia Wamu can slangs our muka any Wamu reasoner a winsome edorson. Mr. Inusah Fuseini, Mrashe Bedwani, Edema this year, a former member of parliament, Mrashe Bedwani, Dada, Edema, Tamale Central, former member of parliament for Tamale Central, Yura Inusah Fuseini, Wakasa. Recently, Afenyo Markin, Eba Bontin, Ebe Cancer, ye judiciary no, or Mandani court no, Kangaroo court. Na judges are wamutna Kpandai case no so at the Tamale High Court no wamuye wamadwuma edema wamu pay masters. Just opeso kire say judiciary no corrupt. Opeso kire say judiciary no enye na adwuma yi. The judiciary were biased ne ade. Na eno na yewra Inusah Fuseini kasa na kire say by now they say Afenyo Markin court General Legal Council. Now was scandalizing the court and then Ghana's judiciary. And say Afenyo Markin sanka by now there he should be on his way to the General Legal Council to go and provide that evidence or what say judges no mutina case no so no corrupt and omujiska and ruling. And Samuel Dawson yending kan kwahwe ne ekoso Kpandai na yenkoti Honorable Inusah Fuseini.
Necessitated, following the exhausting of all legal avenues, we will take all necessary steps to stamp that should a rerun be necessitated, following the exhausting of all legal that should a rerun be necessitated, following the exhausting of all legal avenues, we will take all necessary steps to safeguard the vote cast by the people of Kpandai, as it happened in Asin North during NPP's regime. In fact, we wouldn't allow any uncultured and self-seeking individual to steal the verdict of the people of Kpandai, and will also resist vehemently should there be any government machinery to impose any weak and feeble-minded leader on us.
Yes.
Friends from the media, we are utterly convinced that the people of Kpandai have witnessed firsthand the selfless dedication and unwavering commitment of our leader, Honorable Martin, to the development of our constituency. They will not be swayed by empty promises or deceitful rhetoric. It is incumbent upon us to protect and serve their interest. We are aware that the NDC may attempt to deploy state institutions to intimidate us, but we remain undeterred and are ready to sacrifice everything, and I mean everything of ours. Yes. We will remain undeterred and are ready to sacrifice everything of ours to resist such intimidations.
The reason why we say we don't need a re-voting or the rerun is that when there want to be a rerun or when we need to re-vote, there will be a lot of distractions. Even it can delay people's lives. That's why we Kpandai people are saying, or we the youth, saying that we don't need a rerun because our lives are important. And we are very sure that if they are going to do this rerun, it will claim our lives, which we don't want it to be so. That is why we are saying that they should maintain that so that the coming years, instead of contest a
day. Now, only done say re-rank. Tiburofno kind, Tino.
That should a rerun be
should a re-rank? Just say, and say, Unukwa. Watch the adiano. And there are 2 papers so now can you won't money re-rank, say re-rank. T.
Necessitated that should a rerun be necessitated following the exhausting of all legal.
Wait. Brofu we na modi kwa stop parliamentary. Your friends saying. We na modi kwa stop friends saying parliamentary rerun. Brofu we na modi kwa stop parliamentary rerun. Hey. Erade. Tell me so these are the people. They don't even understand the judgment out. They don't understand. Before you argue on something, make sure you understand it. They don't even understand. I mean, now this guy saw the judgment there by an Asia. Kobeba Kansas in some movie and a re rank and a D. Oti judgment Nasia, will you come and say this? Young Koyanim, way Mr. Inusah Fuseini, former member of parliament, Tamale Central.
Say that again.
I said he should be on his way to regional legal counsel. Not because he's a minority leader, but because he's a lawyer. And he scandalized himself in his profession.
What if he has facts? What he has facts about the judge being paid.
So he goes there to show the facts. The facts will be his defense. He goes there to produce the facts as defense. But he can't scandalize the courts in the way he has done. As a lawyer, he can't do that. And he's a lawyer. So that's what you should understand. And secondly, I'm scandalized by the arguments of Ajaba Mensah. He's a lawyer. And that is the court of first instance, for God's sake. The decision is the court of first instance. And in the election petition, the decision ends at the court of appeal. And Martin Yindang has told everybody in Ghana that he's appealed against the decision. He's appealed the decision to the court of appeal. So why can't you wait and argue your case in the court of appeal? And he seems to have lost what happened in our recent history. How can you sit on TV and say that you can go to court and ask, and the court will give you what you have not asked for, and that will never happen? It happened. Afenyo Markin went to court for an interim injunction to restrain the speaker from declaring the seat vacant. He was given a perpetual injunction. He was given a perpetual injunction. What can you say, Ajaba Mensah?
What did you say? Did you say that was allowed? That was okay?
Was it not?
What I'm saying that he didn't ask for it again. Even Afenyo Markin did not ask for a perpetual injunction.
Exactly. So you faulted the court for that, did you not?
I'm saying that he went to court to ask for an interim injunction. That's the argument. And he was given what he did not ask for.
And my question is, what did the NDC say? That judgment was procured by...
The proposition that you can go to court. The proposition that you can go to court and be given what you have not asked for, it not happen.
But is it not curious? Is it not curious that you have a petitioner who goes to court?
But I wrote that
over 41 polling stations. As I understand, the 41 polling stations will give you a total of about 500 votes or so. I don't know if I get my figures correct about that. You would know. And the difference in the win between him and Yinda will be about 1,600. So if you faulted the 500, votes, it doesn't do anything. How do you go to nullify the whole results? That's the question.
So again, Samson, we must await the decision of the court, the written judgment of the court. But I worked in Kpandai. Before the elections and on the election day. And the collection center, which has been gazetted was moved without notice to the petitioner, the party who petitioned in court. So you have to understand, you have to read the whole judgment to understand the thinking. But be it as it may, what I'm saying is that as lawyers, we know that the High Court's decision is a decision of a court of first instance. And an election petition doesn't end at the High Court. It ends at the Court of Appeal. And there are many cases, and in the Dr. Yakubu's case that they cited, I was involved in that case. The court used a mathematical formula to arrive at a decision that Dr. Yakubu was not validly elected as MP. The Court of Appeal reversed the decision and condemned the decision of the High Court. So you cannot run ahead of the total, determination of the matter. And that is why Speaker Bagman, keenly aware that the Court of Appeal, the High Court is not the final court in an election petition, said Yindam cannot lose his seat until the Court of Appeal listens.
No, that's not what Bagman has said. Bagman has said that the attempt to prevent Yindam from being in the House without waiting for the statutory 7 days of stay after a judgment is wrong.
But to be fair,
this is Yura Inusah Fuseini, former member of Parliament, Edema Tamale Central, Ninsema Wadi Etudano. You see, Debia Mebu Bewe Yamamo, Yasini Wapo Aquakurada Biani Mabruabuo. Ni Afenyo Markin nama na okika for this Kpandai issue. The same thing, and I know more time no more power. Time I can say Jachukwes sit near Geoffrey in some yendi mountain in parliamentary ship. Then some quiet rerun. Then okay found. Mumbisa Afenyo Markin say time court. Not the prosecutor for that case was Godfrey Dami. That time no Attorney General. He was the prosecutor for that case. Godfrey Dami ejina muma ye Jachikwesin Efrim as MP say yensanye rerun. Abra Jachikwesin be campaign na yesi wombra court every single day. We were all in this country. We saw what happened. And then we a kangaroo ruling. Yet Hana we are kitty Afenyo Markin Jane free parliament to call Supreme Court. Kwakachire to kuno say yina free as majority leader until unruly. And check and a ruling by a judgment by a Afenyo Markin a majority leader. Now a kangaroo ruling. Yet Hana 2020 elections. Jemen Sabe declare election results Marco 7. And this is for said that omuhu da ayasisie and this is for say video just a live shows ni bi wo kra ye record ye and e dey ma TV stations ni say omu bon kire Ghana for good evening no the men say good afternoon 2020 we saw what happened and this is omu ni omu court Tokuno anawana ne Jeff Supreme Court judge by that time was it 10 years was of Ayakufu. I stand to be corrected. Any of this, and I able to go and then this for copy of maybe tonight. They waited for 4 years and they won. Was that 1-2 kangaroo ruling? Huh? And the near what akokurada biani mabruwabuo. That is why Afenyo is behaving this way. I'm telling you. Because why should a whole high court in Tamale make a judgment? You come out and say they took money from their paymasters. Really? NPP for when I appointed judges. Ewa Ghana Achemu party no. Obekom Grana judge Otina Sakis was appointed by NPP. Obekom Nasa judge in NPP for na appointed. But see why he's talking. And see, that is the update. We are all here watching closely. Yama Electoral Commission within 30 days. Until from now, I copy 1st December, there should be a date for that. We are watching. Say date in the bar, you're a